Jennifer Aniston just gave fans a deeply personal glimpse into her childhood, and it's not the kind of story we usually hear from her. During her appearance on Jimmy Kimmel Live on October 3rd, the beloved Friends actress opened up about something that's left a lasting impression on her, being forced to belly dance in front of her family as a child. Now, this isn't the typical charming Hollywood anecdote we often hear. For Jennifer, it's more of a painful memory than anything else. The conversation started innocently enough. Jimmy Kimmel, always great at digging out fun and unusual stories from his guests, asked Jennifer if it was true that on Christmas Eve, her family made her belly dance. Jennifer's response? Yes, anytime, not just Christmas Eve. And she wasn't laughing when she said it either. She went on to explain that this was actually a regular thing in her Greek family. You know, the Greeks love any kind of family dinner, and they'd say, "Let's get up and watch," she said, trying to laugh it off. It's like when you ask a kid to play piano or sing for everyone. But for me, it was belly dancing. Now, if you've ever been put on the spot to perform for family or friends, you might know exactly what she's talking about. That uncomfortable pressure to entertain can stick with you long after it's over. And for Jennifer, that feeling of being on display in front of her Greek relatives was something she never really shook off. Jennifer made it clear that this wasn't just an occasional thing. Anytime there was a family gathering, especially with my dad's side of the family, it was like, "Okay, Jen, time to belly dance." She explained that it wasn't just a fun family tradition. There was real pressure behind it, and it's something she's still dealing with today. "I have inner trauma from having to perform and belly dance in front of my Greek aunts, uncles, and grandmothers," she admitted. And you could tell from her voice that she meant it. It's kind of surprising, right? We're so used to seeing Jennifer as this confident, funny actress who's always at ease on screen. Whether it's playing Rachel on Friends or showing off her comedic chops in movies like Horrible Bosses and We're the Millers, she always seems so natural. But behind all of that, it turns out she's carrying this anxiety from her childhood experiences. In fact, Jennifer mentioned how this still affects her when she sees her friends doing the same thing to their kids. She said, "I get such anxiety when my friends do that to their children." It's like she can feel their discomfort, remembering how she felt all those years ago. Jennifer has actually talked about this before in an interview from 2016 with Entertainment Weekly. At that time, she revealed that as a kid, her family would make her belly dance on Christmas Eve. And not just belly dancing on a whim, she even took classes. Her dad's side of the family, being Greek, had her dress up as a little Greek girl, and then she would perform what she had learned. But even though it was something that was fun for her family, it clearly wasn't something Jennifer enjoyed. While she was open about how uncomfortable it made her, Jennifer also acknowledged that her family didn't mean any harm by it. "I know they had good intentions," she said on Jimmy Kimmel Live. "It had nothing to do with Christmas, even. It was just, let's humiliate Jen on Christmas." She laughed while saying this, but it's easy to see that those experiences left a mark on her. When you think about it, Jennifer's story is a reminder that even the most successful and beloved stars have gone through their own struggles. We might think of her as this Hollywood icon, someone who's got it all figured out. But just like the rest of us, she's got stories from her past that aren't all sunshine and rainbows. It's also interesting that this pressure to perform isn't something unique to her or her family. We've all probably seen it happen, or maybe even been through it ourselves. Whether it's a child being asked to sing, dance, or show off some talent in front of relatives, it's often seen as just a fun way to celebrate. But as Jennifer's story shows, it can have a lasting impact, even when done with the best intentions. For Jennifer, belly dancing was just part of the tradition in her Greek household. Family gatherings, especially around the holidays, would almost always involve food, music, and yes, performances. The Greeks love a good celebration, she explained. And what's a celebration without a little belly dancing? But what might have been an innocent, fun tradition for the adults was something much more complicated for young Jennifer. You have to wonder how many other child stars, or even kids in general, feel that same pressure. The expectation to perform, to be the center of attention, can be overwhelming. especially when you don't have a choice in the matter. It's refreshing to see someone like Jennifer Aniston, who we've all watched for years, be so open about the not-so-glamorous parts of her life. It shows us that behind the glitz and the glamour, there's a real person who has dealt with real issues, just like anyone else. And it's these kinds of stories that make her even more relatable, more human. Jennifer's honesty is something her fans have always loved about her, and it's one of the reasons she remains such a beloved figure in Hollywood. From her days on Friends to her more recent roles in shows like The Morning Show, she's always been someone we feel like we know. And moments like this, where she lets her guard down and talks about her childhood, make that connection even stronger. So, what's your take on Jennifer's story? Have you ever felt that pressure to perform for family or friends? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to Hollywood Movie News for more exclusive updates, interviews, and behind-the-scenes stories from your favorite stars.